Um, I'm doing this online. I have never done this before, but I saw it online and I bought the materials. So I'm going to do it. I am going to do it live right now. And I need some paper towels. Okay, I got the paper towels. So, one of the issues with watercolors, you can't always do a really fine point with watercolors. So, and I forgot something else, but I'm still talking here. So I went online and I saw this video about how you can make really fine lines with watercolors. So it's not only making fine lines, but I did a lot of little caricatures that I'm going to be selling at the farmer's market, and I want to sign them. And I have a Pitt pen, but the Pitt pen is very dark. It's a dark pen. So I think I want to it'd be nice if I could make the signatures kind of blend better in with the artwork. So right now I'm going to just practice. And as I said, I haven't done this. So I bought this item here. It's Takikawa stylus. No, this isn't a stylus. This is just the holder. When you buy this, it doesn't come with the stylus with the point. You have to buy the points separately. So I thought it came with a point, but it doesn't. And then you get the points separately. I got these on Amazon, and then you just put them in like that. So that's kind of cool. And then what you do is you take your paints, your water. So this is watercolor. Now the thing about watercolor is, I guess when you submit your work for watercolor to be juried in a watercolor competition or contest or whatever it's called, everything has to be watercolor. You can't use any kind of ink or anything else. Everything has to be watercolor. I didn't realize that until I read it on or saw it online. So then you have to sign it with watercolors as well. So right now I'm using a gold. I probably should use a different color just to have more contrast. But let's try this. So as I said, I haven't done this. And then you get the color going, and then you paint the brush. You paint the stylus, like the point like that. Not the tip, but along the sides, or the top. And then you're supposed to be able to draw, and it's not working. Okay, we're figuring this out together. Let's figure this out. Doesn't seem like it's working, does it? Oh, there's a little bit. There's a little bit. Boy, that is really fine line there. That is a super duper fine line. I think this point may be too fine. Let's see if I can get some more paint on it. Or maybe it's just not wet enough. So you're sort of painting the pen. I'm assuming that this is in the picture. I don't know if you can see it. There's a very, 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 very fine. Look at that fine line. Oh my goodness. Holy smoke. Holy moly. I mean, this is really not even pencil thin. It's so thin. How pretty is that? And this is with using watercolors. The detail in that. Now I'm just messing around here. Let's try a different color, a little brighter color, darker color. I don't know what the color this is. Oh, blue. I have it the number's on the back, and I also have a swatch thing, but I didn't bother bring it over here. So here we have a blue. Now let's paint that top blue. I'm going to get another stylus to get going. Wow. Wow, look at that. And it kind of holds it. Oh, you have to keep going over it, but maybe it's because it's not. Now, the main reason why I bought this was to see if it could, because I do faces now with my drawings, and it'd be nice to do, rather than do, a really small, sharp, not a sharp, but that zero size watercolor brush. It'd be nice to get this, because you do have more control of this. Now I'm going to get this out and try to find a bigger one. I guess they're all sizes, but I can't read. Darn, where's the darn around here? Let's put this one on. They just slide in very easily. And I'm not even sure what size it is. Let's paint it up. Let's see. I think you have to kind of wet it more in the beginning, get the paint going. It's not happening. I wonder why that's not. Oh, see, it's slowly coming down. I don't know if this is sharp. There's got to be numbers on these things. Okay, let's do one more. I wonder if it helps if it's wet. So I put the stylus in water, or the nib, or whatever you want to call it. There, it's coming out a little bit better. So I put it in water, and then I put it more on top. So you can use any color you want, obviously. That's probably one of the advantages. I'm going to sign my name. This is my signature. Huh. So that's how you do fine watercolor strokes on your watercolor paintings. And I think, the more you get used to it, the more you'll develop a style with it. And just kind of play with it, I guess, huh? One last color. Let's try the red, or whatever color this is. Let's get it all really saturated. I'm thinking you might be able to even put it in a small amount of water. Ooh, that's nice. And I got some purple over here. Ooh, that's nice. So this is very wet. Let's try this. Wow. Wow. That's like, there's no way you're going to find a pen that'll do this. And again, it's all watercolor. It's you're using the watercolor. And that's something, huh? The one thing I wanted to try before I let you go, I wonder if you can somehow just dab it in it. Let's see. It's my signature again. So this is one of my paintings I want to sign. I'll sign it right here. So usually I do a black pit pen, which is really dark. But isn't that nice? Just kind of do a lighter, just do it in watercolor. I'll see how that dries. And it is, you can, so then you can go, you can use the color that's actually in the painting. This looks like more like a blue. Let's get the blue going again. Let's see. There you go. So it's great for signing, and it's great for fine lines. So this is doing fine lines with watercolor. And the last thing I wanted to try, just out of curiosity, I have this colored water that I've been, cleaning my palette with. Let's see if I can just dunk it in there and see what happens. I don't think there's enough color in the water. Doesn't seem to be enough color in the water. Yeah, it seems like you have to. I have those. This is, of course, these are little, whatever you call these, little dry ones. I guess, they have the liquid watercolors that you probably could put a couple drops in a little bit of water and then maybe dunk it and see if it would work. I mean, this works fine. This really works fine. And it doesn't drip. Well, it doesn't drip. It works beautifully. Now, the thing is, with watercolor paintings, you're not going to be doing a lot of fine work. I mean, if you're doing fine work like this, I mean, I guess you could do fine work with botanicals. But for me, I would just do I'm more concerned about the faces, just doing faces that are a little defined. There you go. And maybe I would do a couple of, maybe some clothing, a little bit of detail with the clothing or something. So isn't that fun? So that is using a Takikawa, this thing, whatever that's called. And then you buy your styluses separate, the nibs separately. And this is to do fine, very fine lines with watercolor. This is important in signing your work and also in maybe submitting to, what do you call it? Not contests, but whatever they have, when you're submitting your work for appraisal or for to be in some kind of art show. A lot of times they want everything on the page to be watercolors, so you can't use, you can't use pit pens or anything like that. You have to use actual watercolors in doing the whole picture. And so if you're looking for fine lines, and fine lines, of course, could be in anything, but landscapes or faces or botanicals, flowers. This is the way to go. I'll put a link for this item and for the nibs on Amazon. I would think you just need to buy these and you have them for the rest of your life. Hey, have a great day.